think it was Eala is the match that I was looking at, and there's people like wrapped around the stadium just trying to get in, which is pretty crazy. And I mean, it's cool to see and it's exciting, but obviously, you know, for fan experience, I don't know, because I'm not living that same experience, but hopefully the event kind of continues.
Jessica Pegula, one of the biggest names in women's tennis right now, has come out swinging, not on the court this time, but off it. And she is not holding back. She is directly calling out the WTA, and she is doing it in defense of one of the most exciting young talents we have seen emerge in years, Alex Eala of the Philippines. Now, if you have been following Alex Eala's journey, you already know what this young woman means to her country and to fans across Asia and beyond. She is not just a tennis player. She is a movement. She is a symbol of hope, of excellence, of what hard work and dedication can achieve. And the fans have responded in a way the tennis world has rarely seen from a player at this stage of her career. At the Australian Open, something incredible happened. Fans traveled from across the globe, from the Philippines, from different parts of Asia, from every corner of the world where Alex Eala has captured hearts, just to watch her play. These were not casual fans who stumbled upon a match. These were devoted, passionate supporters who booked flights, arranged accommodations, and made real sacrifices just to be in the same arena as their hero. That level of dedication is extraordinary. That kind of fan base is something most players spend an entire career trying to build. And what did the WTA do with that once-in-a-generation crowd energy? They placed Alex Eala on a smaller court. That is exactly what Jessica Pegula is furious about. And honestly, who can blame her? Pegula said it clearly. Alex Eala brought fans from all around the globe to the Australian Open. And when those fans arrived, ready to cheer, celebrate, and witness history, the WTA had not positioned her on the biggest court available. Think about that for a moment. You have arguably the biggest crowd draw at the tournament, and you are scheduling her matches on a court that cannot even accommodate the people who came specifically to watch her.
Fans that we're getting, and making that still an enjoyable experience for them. But I did see some of the courts have like lines getting in, and it seems really busy, and I saw some reports that it's some of their busiest.
Pegula did not hold back. She called it disrespectful. Disrespect toward Alex Eala and disrespect toward the fans. And she is absolutely right, because when you consider what those fans went through, it becomes even more shocking. People were standing in long queues, waiting and hoping just for a chance to get inside and see their Filipino star compete. And many of them could not even get in. The courts were too small. The capacity simply was not there. Fans who had traveled thousands of miles ended up watching from outside the stadium, trying to catch a glimpse, or worse, missing the match entirely because they could not get through the gates. That is not just a logistical mistake. That is a statement. Whether it was intentional or not, the message sent to Alex Eala and her fans was loud and clear. We do not think you belong on the big stage yet. And that message is not just wrong, it is insulting. Jessica Pegula went even further. She revealed that she had been told this was the best crowd ever seen at an Australian Open, and that this remarkable turnout was driven in large part by Alex Eala. The best crowd in the history of the tournament, and the player responsible for that energy was not given the court to match it. Pegula directly questioned why Eala was not being scheduled on bigger courts with more space, more capacity, a stage worthy of the moment, and it is a question the WTA has not properly answered. Pegula also hinted at something deeper. She suggested that the WTA might not like what they are seeing from Alex Eala. Think about what that means. Here is a young woman who has built a fan base stretching across Asia, who is bringing new audiences to the sport, who is generating excitement, passion, and viewership in markets that tennis has been trying to reach for years. That should be celebrated. That should be amplified. Instead, based on how she has been treated, it seems like it is being overlooked or even sidelined. The greatest tennis player the Philippines has ever produced. He said she deserves all the respect in the world, and he agreed that the WTA's handling of her scheduling and court assignments played a significant role in the challenges she faced during the tournament. When Novak Djokovic steps forward and says
things like that happen, I mean, it's you could argue that it was, maybe a poor schedule, and maybe they could schedule him on a bigger court. Yes, but again, she's so young and she's just coming through. I saw the other day with Alex Eala, that's been a talk, and which is understandable. There's some players coming from respective countries, like she's coming from Philippines, which is now a big deal. She's been the biggest ever, tennis player from that country, which is a big country, and there's a big interest.
And here is the thing, This is not a new pattern. This is not an isolated incident that can be brushed off or dismissed as a simple scheduling oversight. If you have been paying attention to Alex Eala's journey through the WTA, you have seen this kind of treatment before. You have seen moments where the system seemed to work against her in ways that simply do not happen to other players. Take what happened during the Australian Open qualifiers. Eala was in the middle of a crucial rally. She hit a ball that was clearly inside the lines, visibly in, with the mark on the court to prove it. The call came back out. That alone would have been frustrating, but the officials did not just award the point to her opponent. They ordered the entire point to be replayed. In tennis, that is not standard procedure. Either the ball is in or it is out. You make the call and stand by it. You do not simply replay points because there is uncertainty or controversy. But apparently, when it comes to Alex Eala, the rulebook gets rewritten. What happened next tells you everything you need to know about who Alex Eala is as a competitor and as a person. She did not accept it quietly. She walked up to the chair umpire, looked them in the eye, calm and composed but absolutely firm, and said the words, "I know what you are doing." She was not going to be pushed around. She was not going to let questionable officiating shake her confidence or derail her focus. She recognized what was happening, called it out, and then went back out there and won the match anyway. She made it all the way to the finals of the Australian Open qualifiers. That is mental strength. That is the kind of resilience champions are made of. Then there was the incident during her match against Swiatek, a multiple Grand Slam champion and one of the most dominant players on the women's tour in recent years. For a young player to even share the court with Swiatek is an achievement in itself. And right in the middle of that match, while Eala was building momentum, an official decided to question her about items in her backpack. In the middle of a crucial match, at a pivotal moment, a scene was created, her rhythm was interrupted, and the timing raised serious concerns. When you add all of this up, the court assignments, the officiating controversies, the backpack incident, a pattern begins to emerge. And that pattern is not a flattering one for the WTA. Because what it suggests is that one of the most exciting, most marketable, most beloved young players in the sport right now is not being given the platform, the protection, or the respect she has clearly earned. Jessica Pegula saw it. Novak Djokovic saw it. Millions of fans around the world see it. Alex Eala deserves better. The fans who flew across oceans to watch her play deserve better. The sport of tennis deserves better. Alex Eala is not going anywhere. She will keep competing, keep improving, and keep building a legacy that goes beyond rankings and titles. The question is whether the WTA will stand on the right side of history and start treating her the way she deserves, with fairness, with respect, and with the recognition that she is not just a rising star. She is already a phenomenon, and it is time the WTA started acting like they understand that. Let me know in the comments below. Do you think the WTA is intentionally overlooking Alex Eala, or is this simply poor scheduling and management? Did the WTA make a mistake by not giving her a bigger court despite that massive crowd? And do you think Jessica Pegula and Novak Djokovic speaking out will actually push the WTA to make changes? Share your thoughts below. And if you are an Alex Eala fan, make sure you let the WTA know how you feel.